success, so it will suck horribly. But we all are here to support Ovarian Cancer Month. This girl right here, Jess, are one of our incredible bartenders, has had it. Is here to say that she's had it and she's good. And she spearheaded, hey, let's do something. And it fell in my lap, and I said, hey, why don't we, I think this idea would be fun. So I brought my uni, and we're going to do this. I'm Sam, that's Jess, April, her girlfriend. They're leaving San Diego in December, not because we want them to, but because they're going to. This is Gavin. Now, Gavin is our relatively new director of culinary at Graze, at Hamburgers, at Not Tacos. Gavin came from a different restaurant group in San Diego. He's a little shy, doesn't necessarily like the camera or the limelight, but he's very effing talented. And Gavin is here to make our food better. So when I said we should do this, Gavin was like, absolutely. All the dough tonight you're using, Gavin lovingly made himself. Gavin has taken things that we've been doing and made them better. I had an idea for a Indian butter chicken taco that we shot for YouTube a week or so ago. And when I took a bite of it, I was like, holy shit, this has to be a taco. So I brought some down and made it the way I thought it would be good. And because he's a professional chef, he said, in his lovely British accent, oi, mate, I got a few ideas. We should do. Not quite like that.
Sounds just like him.
It doesn't sound Australian.
I sound Australian.
Sometimes.
So, but you'll talk to him and you'll hear how he sounds. But he said, why don't we add a squeeze of lime, and instead of just a regular tortilla, put garlic butter on the tortilla before it goes on the flat side. And it made it fantastic. So that will be on the menu as a limited time offer, and then if people really like it, like any other limited time offers that became popular, become part of the family. But the point is that taco, as this is as much of a collaboration, and I am thrilled that he's here. I couldn't ask for a nicer person to work with, and a more talented person.
Where's the nice person?
Stop it.
I'm looking for you.
We posted this is Cassie that does all our social media and stuff like this. Cassie posted a picture of both of us. We were here a few days ago practicing. Still, these people come. We were here practicing a few days ago. And Cassie took a picture because at the end of the practicing, he was covered in white. He looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy. He was all white, and I was resplendent in black. That's a drip of water. That's not grease or anything. I rested my drink on it. So, here's how tonight will go. I will make one pizza so you can see what I'm doing. I'll throw the stuff together. I'll bring it over here, and I'll cook it in the uni. And in the uni, it takes no more than 2 minutes to cook a pizza. This is somewhere around 700 degrees. This is the way pizza should be. If you don't have a uni at home and you have an oven, my suggestion is you buy a pizza stone, you put it in the oven, turn your oven to as high as it'll go, 500, 550, leave it on for like an hour. Your pizzas will cook that much better. You have a variety of toppings there that Gavin is going to explain, forcing him to talk. Okay. Wait. I didn't say that. And the ones over here are ones that you would add after. Basil is here. Sorry, basil. They say basil in the old country. And I think we get along so well because he's a Brit and I'm a Canadian, and we have the love of the Commonwealth together.
They love each other.
Yeah. We both spent a lot of time talking about the Queen these past couple of months. Anyway, basil, some people like to put on before it goes in the oven. Some people prefer to put it on now. This is all you, whatever you want to do. Now, we have much more sophisticated topping. I wanted to bring cupping pepperoni. You shouldn't do it, probably. There's much more interesting stuff here. But you can make it any way you want. You can make half and half. It's all good. If there's two of you and you want to make two completely different ones, or you can do four sides and then share, have at it.
Okay, we have lots of dough in case.
We've got lots of dough in case you fuck up. Oh, sorry. in case the pizza turns to shite. No. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so we have a selection of cheeses. We have the classic mozzarella. We also have smoked mozzarella, and we have Taleggio, which is a washed rind cheese from Italy. It's very strong, kind of sweet. We have Fresno chili.
Bring the face up. What? Get the face up. These guys can't hear shit.
Oh, sorry. I'm new to this. I don't know where to look.
Wait,
now.
what do we look? I'm going to do that. You stand there. Stand there, face up. I'll do this.
All right. We have soppasada, Italian salami, gabagool, also known as capicola.
And a little spicy. A little bit spicy.
And we have a spicy Calabrian salami as well, a nice Calabrian chili. That's some meat options. Coffee pepperoni. See you all night. We have silver anchovies.
You like
anchovies? They're absolutely really delicious.
No anchovies?
Well, at least one. We have basil and we have a selection of wild mushrooms which we roasted.
Basil. I feel like a food Vanna White for some reason. Food Vanna White. How long have you been in this country?
We have just red peppers and then we have heirloom cherry tomatoes. Fresno chilies and you can't guess the slice of
Fresno's really great. Wheel of Fortune, you know
Oh, wait a
our house of marinara. My recipe is on my website. YouTube.
And dough was made with 150-year-old starter on it. So, almost as old as Sam, but not quite.
So funny. You're British. I know. You can't help it. Make fun of the Queen. So, I will make one now. We'll look like this. We'll try to talk over Mr. Trivio.
First question, business. The question is, in 1990, singer Sammy Hagar co-founded the nightclub and bar franchise Cabo Waffle, which is named after a song by what band?
And we'll be here. We won't leave you. We're not going out.
Once again, in 1990, singer Sammy Hagar co-founded the nightclub and bar franchise Cabo Waffle, which is named after a song by what
Take off
band?
the excess. This is really a nice stove, by the way. So you can do it any way you want. Nobody's expecting you to lift it up in the air. Gavin is doing it because he's a fancy chef in Maine. That's what a fancy chef is. And fancy is British for bacon. So I like the fingertip style. Push it out. And I start to push and pull the edges out. If you want, you can do this. Put your knuckles apart, right? You get out there a little bit. Put that down. More of this. Gavin can get his much larger than I can. I don't know what I do wrong. I've always been choppy. Keep it safe. You too. Seriously, we're gonna have to Alright. So when you've got it generally where you want. And if you want, if there's a style little bit more stretchy. Now, this next part is important. Too much sauce, too much topping will make a shitty pizza. You don't want that. Less is more. A little bit of a bunch of things. So, if you use, let's see what one scoop on here is right. Is there a shit? Yeah, I know. Oh, he's right. Sorry, so for me, yeah, you shouldn't put on more than one ladle of the sauce. Of course, our professional chef got the exact right size of it. Now you have to make this about 10 seconds. Because I made fancy stuff the other day when we were practicing, I think I'm going to go with stuffing pepperoni just because it's kind of fun. I'll write a little mozzarella. And I'm just going to bring it up a little bit. Yes, yes. Again, we're not trying to fill in, make it so that you can't see the sauce. Still rocking,
freezes, power moves, down rocking, or basic style. Limited debut 2024. Once again, top rocking, freezes, power moves, down rocking, are four basic elements of one style of dance. So August will make Olympic debut.
I think he's putting some red peppers on there.
That was jalapeno. That was red jalapeno. They have a cheese in it.
this is this is a grater, microplane zester. It's made by a company called Microplane that came to life making woodworking tools, like wood wrap. And somebody decided one day that it was useful for other stuff, and it was absolutely useful for cheese. And all kinds of things. So I'm just going to finish this with a little bit of this beautifully made So I want to see like how much? Not that much. Right? It's not that much. I think less is more. I think it's a more fun way they have it. Like, this is not like making pizzas when you're 7, right?
Throw everything you can on it.
So now we come, we do this, everybody's looking, it's beautiful. I'm working on it, don't you worry. Yeah. So now you'll give it to one of us. How would you want to do it? Oi! Are we going to let them do this if they want? Yes, they want. Yeah. If you want, you can do it. Here's the deal. It will cook in 1.5 to 2 minutes, which means you need to turn it about every 20 seconds or so. The flame in here, and you'll see when you come up, is down this side and there. So if I just put it in, this side's not going to cook, it has to be turned. So the way is, because the flour's on there, it works like ball bearing. You need the flour. You put it in, pull it out, and do that. But now you wait. Not very long.
Wow.
Good job, Sam.
Oh, thank you. Now there's a couple finishing things over here. We've got, as Gavin would say, basil pesto. We've got more basil for people that like it on fresh after, and then prosciutto. There, that's been how long? Not very long, right? I'm going to want a little more color, so now I'll just give it a little turn like this. And I'm not putting it all the way back. I'm keeping it, it's about here. And we'll help you. But what I want is for the bottom to get crispy and hot enough before the outsides just start to burn up. If you just throw it in right at the very back corner, the edges are going to be black in no time, and then you're going to be screwed. I'm sorry. It'll be. So I would rather you turn it a couple of times. Like now it's starting to puff up, and you look at the steam coming up. I mean, it's really a great thing. I think this uni, if you're thinking Christmas presents, Hanukkah presents, Kwanzaa presents, like cover elevations, I think I got it. What do you celebrate if you're an atheist? A birthday. They're about, this one is a 16-inch opening. They make, I don't think you need a 16-inch. But this is about 600, but they make other ones for like, 400 years. Right? If I had a thing, I would do that. I do have a thing, my thing. Right, so we've probably been in this thing about a minute and a half so far. It does not take very long. My wife Kelly says the best steak I ever cooked for her, I cooked in the oven. Pizza oven, I say lose the word pizza. It's an oven. You can do anything. Certain things you couldn't do, some biscuits and stuff like that. Very funky. You can confit a duck. So I got it back a little bit more now. Get it a little bit more crisped up and still pretty good. So we're gonna have a couple of you doing this at a time, guys. Yes. Oh, we need a knife.
Do we want to start with no?
Yeah, this doesn't cut this guy out. That's great. It's fine. It's a very fun thing to do. Pizza party at your house is a great thing to do. And think about this. The real cool part about it is that it takes the work off of your shoulders. It's got to wait. Why did it do this? 150-year-old stuff. Please. A little bit more color on that.
Where did the 150-year-old start?
I got it from a friend who got it handed down to him.
Like family?
Yeah. You store it in the fridge for a week, and you got to feed it every week. You take out some of the starter. We just made that some. His name is Fred.
Yeah.
So it helps if you name
My
it.
new dog.
I made one for my daughter when she was born for her 21st birthday. So that's good. You'll probably lose it in like a day.
So good.
I gave my son for his 21st birthday probably a case of beer. Not as well, 800-year-old starter, right? But so it's beautiful. Now, if you want to drizzle a little olive oil, this is the time to do it. We could have some salt if you want, basil, with a pesto would be great. I think I'll just do it like this. This guy, and then this guy.
Question number 1 was,
I can't make enough in this one for everybody to try, but we'll throw another couple. As you guys are, when there's a gap, we'll make and you guys can try. You guys want to try it? Cool? Okay, we should start.
Andy. Woo! Can we get one?
Yeah, we'll go.
Oh, good. So good. Yeah.
So don't do what I do. I mean, I could have put on a couple more pieces of the Fresno chili. So there was something like that. We got the here, and then we'll do some more stuff.
They're very spicy. So we'll make this one off.
Who's making?
chef up. Come on in, chef. Here we go.
That was really, really good.